ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். அன்னையை வணங்கி குண்டலினி எழுப்பி பந்து நட்டுக் கொள்வோம்.
Shri गणेशा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेशा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
இடது கை அன்னையை நோக்கி இருக்கட்டும், வலது கை இதயத்தில். தாயே, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு இன்றைய தினம் தங்களை வணங்கும் அருகதையும் அனுமதியும் தாருங்கள். தாங்களே ஸ்ரீ கணேசா தங்களுடைய சக்திகளை கொண்டு எங்களுடைய மூலாதாரத்தை புதுப்பித்து புத்துணர்ச்சியுடன் மங்களகரமான முழுமையான ஆசீர்வாதங்களை தந்தருளுங்கள் அன்னையே. எங்களுடைய முழு முயற்சியும் தங்களுடைய ஆசீர்வாதங்களை பெறுவதற்காகவும் தங்களை மகிழ்ச்சியுற செய்வதற்காகவும் மட்டுமே. ஏதேனும் தவறுகள் ஏற்பட்டால் எங்களை மன்னித்தருளுங்கள் அன்னையே. இரு கைகளும் பூமியின் மீது இருக்கட்டும். ஸ்ரீ ஆதி பூமி மாதா மந்திரம். त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि भूमि माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। இடது கை அன்னையை நோக்கி இருக்கட்டும், வலது கை தொடர்ந்து பூமியின் மீது. ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி பைரவநாத் மந்திரம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। வலது கை அன்னையை நோக்கி, இடது கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி. ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஹனுமான மந்திரம். ஓம் त्वामेव साक्षात् श्री महा सरस्वती साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री हनुमान साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। இரு கைகளும் அன்னையை நோக்கி இருக்கட்டும். ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி, ஸ்ரீ கணேஷா மந்திரம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी साक्षात् श्री गणेशा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री गौरी कुंडलिनी माता। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गौरी कुंडलिनी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मल विद्या। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निर्मल विद्या साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री आदि गुरु दत्तात्रेय। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि गुरु दत्तात्रेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री जगदम्बा। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जगदम्बा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री विष्णु माया। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विष्णु माया साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री जीसस मेरी माता। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री जीसस मेरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्विचार मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निर्विचारा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। जय श्री माताजी। ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ கணேஷ் அதர்வசா சொல்கிற ஒரு ஆடியோ கேட்போம்.
So we have to now understand this, to make and say Atha and read it. It's going to help you, your eyes, it's going to, your whole thing is going to be very nice. Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tasvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Bhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshādatmāsi Nityam Vritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avatvam Mam Avavaktaram Avashrotaram Avadhataram Avadhataram Avanuchanamavshishanam Avapashchatat Avapurastat Avauttaratat Avadakshinatat Avachodvatat Avadharatat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Manmaya Tvam Chinmaya Tvam Anandamaya Tvam Brahmaya Tvam Satchidananda Vidyosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi Sarvam Jagadidam Tvatto Jayate Sarvam Jagadidam Tvattastishtati Sarvam Jagadidam Tvai Layameshyati Sarvam Jagadidam Tvai Pratyeti Tvam Bhumirapo Nalo Nilo Namaha Tvam Chatvari Vaskadani Tvam Gunatrayatitah Tvam Nihatrayatitah Tvam Kalatrayatitah Tvam Vassasitosi Nityam Tvam Shaktitrayatmakah Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam Tvam Brahma Tvam Vishnu Tvam Rudra Tvam Indra Tvam Agni Tvam Vayu Tvam Surya Tvam Tanaba Tvam Brahma Bhupurva Svarom Ganadin Purva Mucharya Ganadin Tadantaram Anuswara Parakaraha Ardendu Nasitam Sarira Viddam Etatta Manusvarupam Zakaro Purvarupam Akaro Madhyam Rupam Anuswara Shantarupam Binduruttarupam Radha Sammanam Samhita Samri Parsha Ganesha Vidya Garaka Rishi Nitre Gayatri Chanda Om Nitaya Namaha Om Ganapataye Namaha Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratunaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat Ekadantam Chaturahastam Pashankushadharinam Radam Chavaradam Hasairadhidanam Mushaka Bhajam Rattam Lambhodaram Shurpakarnakam Rattavasasam Rattagandhamuliptangam Rattapushpai Supujitam Bhaktanum Kampilam Devam Jagatakaranam Achyutam Ave Bhutam Srishtayadav Seha Purushat Param Evam Jayati Yo Nityam Sayogi Yoginam Varaha Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namo Prasanpataye Namaste Su Lambodharaya Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shiva Sutaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Ganesha Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Namo Namaha.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. தொடர்ந்து தியானம் செய்வோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியிடம் மிகவும் பணிவாக நம்முடைய கணேச தத்துவத்தை மேலும் சக்தியூட்டுமாறு பணிவாக பிரார்த்தனை செய்வோம். அனைத்திற்கும் ஆதாரம் மூலாதாரம். மூலாதார சக்கரம் சிறப்பாக செயல்பட்டால் அனைத்து சக்கரங்களும் சிறப்பாக செயல்படும். அன்னையே, எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் ஸ்ரீ கணேசராக எழுந்தருளி எங்களுக்கு சர்வ சௌபாக்கியங்களையும் மங்களகரமான குணங்களையும் விவேகத்தையும் தந்தருளுங்கள். அன்னையே, எங்களுடைய முயற்சியில் ஸ்ரீ கணேசரை மகிழ்வித்து தங்களுடைய முழுமையான ஆசீர்வாதங்களை பெறுகிறோம். அன்னையே, தாயே, என்னுடைய கணேச தத்துவத்திற்கு எதிராக தவறுகள் நான் செய்திருந்தாலும் அதை தயவு செய்து மன்னித்தருளுங்கள். என்னுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை தயவு செய்து சமன் செய்து சரி செய்து சக்தி ஊட்டுங்கள். அன்னையே, ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியுடைய ஒரு அருள் உரை கேட்போம்.
Last night, Miss Judy, she's there. Come in, sit down. There, let him sit. Then last night, I talked to you about ego. That how ego manifests itself and how it is difficult to get out of the ego. It's easy to get out of the conditioning superegos, but very difficult to get out of ego, because ego aggresses others, doesn't trouble you at all, and you enjoy that aggression. See, now today I want to tell you about how ego has been historically, traditionally torturing people around. So you will see the manifestation of this ego, and then you will know that if you are playing anything, any role with your ego, you could be a part and parcel of that destructive force. So to begin with, we'll see now, when this ego started growing in man, first of all, see, it started growing with the protection. Don't put any ice in the Coke, alright? No, there's no ice in this one, but next one. It's good, the other cold, it will be alright. So, it's alright, Christy, it's alright. The pituitary, which is within us, started growing when we raised our head like this. When we are animals, our heads were like this. At that time, the pineal body, as it is called, was very powerful. They say in human beings the pineal doesn't work out. It's not true. It does. But they don't know how it works. Come along. Nice to see you. All right. So, this pineal body within us was very active when we were animal state. But when we raised our head, you see, a chemical change took place within ourselves, in the sense that our brain started growing in a pyramid, which I have told you how, with the parallelogram of forces and all that, it has started growing into a pyramid. And when it became like that, you see, because it was only the pineal body looking after the superego, up to the animal kingdom, up to the kingdom where the animals sort of became more sort of humanized. Then the ego started growing. It's the only animals who can use the matter. Human beings can use the matter, not the animals. Animals cannot use the matter for their own purpose. When they started aggressing the matter, the ego started developing, and we developed this, what you call the pyramid of our brain. We started growing more and more and more and more like this. But when it reached its height, then we started using our ego more. We didn't stop at that point. We started moving on the other side. So this went down and it covered it completely like that. That's why we say the pineal body in the human beings doesn't work. It functions, no doubt it functions. As a result of that, you see, when we saw this ego was growing, as a result of that, people felt extremely overconfident. What's wrong? Business started long time back. Said the time of Columbus. As I said, if Columbus had come to India, he would not have seen me here. He would have finished all the Indians there. Not him. He was a very nice man, but those who followed him. In the same way, this ego started destroying people, and they had an idea for triumph and killing people, occupying lands, occupying territories, accumulating wealth, went on and on and on and on this level. Then from there, they started, when the marriage system started in a proper way, again the aggression started on the women, and now the women are aggressing men like that. It all became so aggressive. But when you aggress, you don't see that you are aggressing. This is the problem of the egoistical person. Though he may be a seeker, though he may be a very genuine seeker, but if he is in the area of ego, he never feels his own catches, because the ego is in between, the reality in himself. So he cannot see his own catches. He cannot see how he is aggressing others, and he doesn't see how he is hurting others, troubling others, torturing others. And such a person can be extremely arrogant, extremely strangulating. This is what happens when you get cancer also. When you get the cancer, what happens? It starts with the left side, no doubt. But when it comes into the person, then he becomes a person who is vulnerable to a disease, or a disease where the person is aggressed. The person is aggressed. The cells of the body first develop the aggression. We call it malignant. When this cell comes in contact with others, that also becomes malignant. So that's how the malignancy spreads. And when it spreads, what happens? That supposing in the nose there are some cells which become malignant. So they start obstructing other organs to grow. The only nose will start growing like that. You mean to say, not outside but inside. So they aggress. You see, the aggression starts, and they lose complete control with the whole, because there is no coordination with the whole. They don't see that the whole has to grow together, and not only the nose and not only the eyes, isn't it? And this breaking from the collectivity is the first sign when you find a Sahajogi behaves in a funny way, that if he is breaking from the collectivity, then he is nothing but an egoist. No doubt about it. By any argument, by anything. But a person who is a superego fellow will stick on to the collectivity. Will try to be very close to the ashram, will be very close to us, very much here, around it. Even if you said we don't want to, it will be there. Why? Because it realizes that it is aggressed, and also it realizes that it can be sly. So when a left-sided person enters into an ashram, that person would be very nice, quiet, sweet, everything. But the entities, the bhoots in him, will aggress the people slyly. They'll torture you. But those people can be cured very easily because they are troubled and tortured themselves. But those who are egoistical will be very difficult for them to get out of. That's why I've been talking about ego yesterday and today. Now you can see all aggression, the manifestation. What's wrong? Say now, I was talking about the chemicals. Now, how did you discover these chemicals? It is through your ego, through your science. Now, if the science is not related to God or to the whole, then you go like that. And then you can produce hydrogen bombs, you can produce these horrible chemicals, like it's what you call the foolhardiness. You enter into every area, every place, and achieve the power over that. But then you don't know what that is capable of. Supposing now you make computers. Supposing. Tomorrow these computers will eat you off. I must tell you now there's a new disease I have discovered in people, that their conscious mind overpowers them. There was a fellow who was like this, very egoistical. He didn't believe in God also. He's an Indian and he met with an accident. His wife is a doctor, she's a friend of mine, she brought him to me. In my presence he got up and walked off nicely, everything. But on his own, whenever he wanted consciously to do it, he couldn't even raise his leg. Can you imagine? So, with these egoistical people, now a new disease is coming that consciously they cannot do anything. They cannot do anything. This will come. I'm promising you now. Or I'm warning you now. As I warned the people who were going left-sided, that you will have a horrible disease, and this is the new disease for all the egoists, that consciously they won't be able to move, they'll be mute, sitting there only, their ego will take over. It's a very dangerous era when you are born, you must know. This is the time you are precariously placed. Either you get to God or you go to hell. There's nothing in between. So a new disease will come very soon. There's no insanity in it. Nothing, you'll be quite alert, but you can't move your hands. Your whole nervous system refuses to work. That's going to come. Very soon it will manifest. You have seen that egoistical people have been going on like Hitler and all that, and they have destroyed the world, and they have done so much harm to our value system. In subtle way we say that all this manifestation of 25 years of all this horrible hell they have created for us is because of the wars. Because of the wars. But these wars and things, even if you avoid, by some chance, you avoid it, still, if ego is there, it will manifest itself. If you avoid it outside, it will manifest inside, and then you will find that you can't just move. You can't blink, you can't sleep, you can't move your hands. Even now people can't sleep, many. And I don't want Sir Yogis to suffer from that horrible disease. And Western people are more liable to that kind of thing. The Sir Yogis who are trying to get out of the collectivity, who are asserting their ego under the name of bhoots or whatever it is, should understand that it is 99% it is ego within us. And that ego has to be faced. Oh, I have an ego, I feel guilty. Then all right, you put it back here, all your ego. That's not the way. That's not the way you will do it. Today you are very active, working very hard, doing this. Tomorrow you'll find you'll be just immobilized. You can't move. And persons don't care in this country, as it is even for people who are all right. But you'll become like old people who cannot move, who see everything, who know everything, who are conscious. At a very young age this will happen. The slightest accident, with slightest disturbance, you will just trigger off to that area where you will be absolutely like a mute person sitting. You can't move your finger, you can't hold anything. You will not be in a coma. Coma happens to people who take pills and things to go to the left, like drugs and things which take you to the left. But those who are right-sided, you will not be in coma. That's one thing. It's a curse. You will see everything, you'll be alert, you'll be knowing everything, but you can't even turn your head. Take it from me. That's coming. very soon. You may be talking, you may not be talking. It can go to that level. Slowly, slowly you will find your body will be immobilized. People don't understand what dangers ego can have. It's not now the aggression outside so much, because it goes into left Vishuddhi. And this left Vishuddhi will create this horrible disease. Now, how do we control our ego is very important to understand. First of all, you must write your names and beat yourself with shoes for 108 times to begin with. Secondly, discipline yourself. By disciplining, get up in the morning, do your meditation with right hand towards the photograph, left hand this way. Not to use light at all. Not to use sun. Don't go to the sun at all. Sun is to be avoided. Keep to the moon. Read the books which describes the Mahakalis or the left side Shaktis. Don't read the books like Avadhuta's book. You should never read it because you think you are an Avadhuta. You see, he said, I am omnipresent, I am this thing. The person starts feeling, I am this. I was reading the book of Avadhuta.
That's for Pujya.
Oh, I said, this book, this shows what's gone wrong with our incarnations. What's gone wrong with our incarnations is they never knew human beings at all, what level they are. You come and tell them, I am formless and form, I am this and that. So what? If you are that, all right. I am compassion, I am love, I am this, I am that. So what? How do you fill in these cups? You have to come down to a human level. That's what they did not try. And that's why it's all a waste. I think on the contrary, everybody thinks I am God, I am Brahma. Brahmasmi. Shivoham. Finished. And then they quarrel among themselves. That growth, that maturity has not come. It's very shallow. The whole thing becomes very shallow. You become a shallow person and you live with it. So the first thing, practical thing I'm telling you, beat yourself with shoes. And I'm not this. Like that, you have to start, first of all, telling yourself. If you are a seeker and truthful seeker and honest seeker, then I advise you this way, that you watch yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, now you, Mr. Ego XYZ, will you get out from here? I know what I am. You get out. You have to get after all this and laugh at yourself, smile at yourself, make fun of yourself. That's the best, and never feel hurt. If anybody says you're egoistical, and then you will say, I know. I know. If you know you are egoistical, then how do you go further? Now, ego manifests in so many ways. Through your eyes, through your ears, through your mouth, through your nose, everywhere. Because you go against God, that is, you go against collectivity, because you go against Shri Krishna, against your Vishuddhi chakra. That's first thing it manifests. Nowadays nobody beats people like this. You see, we have become subtler in our ego manifestation. We use this part, not hands. It can be that you show temper through your eyes, or it can be you flirt with your eyes. You become adulterous. That's why Christ has said, don't become adulterous. So now it's nice that the AIDS can work out through the tears. It's good. Used to kiss people, all right. Now kiss. Nobody will kiss now. You used all your Vishuddhi chakra so far to express all filth. Now the filth is pouring out. So, in the second stage, when we understand that it's through the Vishuddhi, that is this America, we express ourselves, our ego. So what should we do? First of all, stop talking.
தொடர்ந்து தியானத்தில் இருக்கும். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, இன்றைய காலை தியானத்தில் தாங்கள் தனது அனைத்து ஆசீர்வாதங்களுக்கும் கோடான கோடி நன்றி தாயே. இன்றைய தினத்தை தங்களுடைய பாதங்களில் நாங்கள் ஒப்படைக்கின்றோம். எங்களுடைய செயல்களிலும் எண்ணங்களிலும் தங்களுடைய அன்பு சக்தியும் ஆசீர்வாதமும் நிறைந்திருக்கட்டும் அன்னையே. ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. குண்டலனை எழுப்பி பந்தனிட்டுக் கொள்வோம்.